Good morning. My name is Ahmed Jassat, and I would just like to share with you the new tool that Oracle has released called the Concurrent Processing Admin tool from doc ID 2084405.1. Okay, so a little bit about me. I am Ahmed Jassat. I have over 15 years experience, and I was fortunate to work in all the different industries, and I really enjoy sharing my tips with you. Okay, so why do we use these new features and new tips? Well, it makes our APPS DBA job easier. It makes you enjoy work, and very importantly, being proactive and improving the quality of our work as well. Right, this was the old way. So if a user calls in and say our concurrent managers are stuck, our concurrent managers, what is the status, which managers are running, which managers are not running, where is the request, and you would have to physically log on to the machine and go to the physically log into the environment and go to concurrent manager administer and see the screens to check what is running and what is not running. Right, the problems. If you had a process which was using huge CPU on your application server, if your concurrent manager and your application server share the same servers, then you would have problems logging into your environment. You had to use the front end. If there was a load, then you can't log in, and you had to search for each log files. You can use SQL, but you had to keep the SQL. So what Oracle have decided is they would keep one central tool for you to get all this information. And as well is that I never highlight is Oracle had a script which they provided on SRs, but generally became available to everyone in the EVS industry. It's called cmclean.sh. So if you shut down your concurrent managers abruptly and to clean up those tables, you would use cmclean.sh, but cmclean.sh is not certified and supported for production environments. Please take note of that. So it's called the concurrent process admin tool. So what are the benefits? It tells you your manager status. It gives you number two, it gives you a supported way to clean up your concurrent manager tables. And number three is now you can set your manager diagnostics in the back end instead of the front end. It gives you a back-end view of your manager controls, all right? And it assists you in rebuilding your manager views. This was a huge issue before because there is a note, but if any consultant or any client miss some steps, you would affect your concurrent manager tables. Number six is you could update your database if you move your log and out files. So that was very nice. So if you have any log and out files that you want to keep, you can move it out to a separate directory. And then number seven is you can analyze requests. All right. So I'm gonna go through a demo, but what if you want to have this, which I strongly recommend, I seen huge benefit in applying this pet set on site, is to apply the Oracle apply the release 12 concurrent managed processing RAV2 patch, right? 19287 293. I seen huge benefit on site with this patch. Request to run a bit faster as well, right? And you can use doc number 2084405.1. And let us start the presentation and let us start the demo. All right. So if I can go through the doc for you, here is the doc from Oracle. It's Oracle Application Object Library Release 12.1 Concurrent Processing Pet Set. Okay, there's the doc there, and it tells you more. And I strongly recommend you reading this because you might have these issues which you need to fix, right? And here's some documentation where I picked up this utility as well. Okay, so like I told you, you go to the old way is go to concurrent manager administer, and that's the old way of checking it, right? So let's go now for a demo. So what I done is I ran cp admin. It will then prompt you for your apps password. You provide your apps password, and it comes with a prompt there. Administer concurrent request, or administer concurrent manages, or administer concurrent request. Okay, so let's choose number one, administer concurrent managers. And here you can see, you can show the manager status, you can clean up your concurrent manager processing tables, you can set manager diagnostics, you can control a manager or a service, you can rebuild the views, right? What I really like is now you have a supported automated way of cleaning up your concurrent manager table. So if you have a server shutdown, or if you abruptly shut down your concurrent managers by killing them, now you can use that tool instead of, you can use option 2 instead of using cmclean.sh, right? Then as well is, if you decide to rebuild your concurrent manager views for performance, now you have a supported way of doing that as well. All right. If we can, so if I can show you, if I type in number one, you have an option, display running managers, display managers with process IDs, and display all managers. So let's do number one, which is display running managers, and look at that. It shows you everything which is running in a more readable view instead of going to this view there, over there. Okay. Now, if we choose, which I really like, is display managers with process IDs, which is brilliant, because now you exactly know your manager and where is the manager log file. So if you have any problems, you can immediately view the log file instead of using the front end, right? If you go there, and if you go request, if you go process, and if you manage a log. So on the front end, you have to click on the screens, but now on the back end, it shows you exactly where the log file is, right? And number three, it's display all the managers on your systems, whether they're running or not. So this is very brilliant. And if you go to the main menu, all right. So the main menu is administer concurrent request, which I really like as well, right? So for this here, for this demo, I just need to run a request so we can administer one concurrent request. Active users submit. And that is running. Okay, so it has completed. So we got the request ID. So we go back to there. Now we go to administer concurrent request. Right. So here you have just two options. It's analyze the concurrent request and move the concurrent request files if you want to move the concurrent request files, right? And it automatically updates the table. But just one snag I found with development, it doesn't physically move the file. So it will update the backend table, but it won't move the file. You'll have to move it manually. So if you go to analyze concurrent request, that's brilliant. And if it asks you for your enter your request ID, you put in your request IDs. Sorry about that. Copy. And look how nice it is there. So you put in your request ID, it tells you your program, it tells you everything. It tells you who ran it, it tells you which responsibility, the time it was submitted. It tells you what parameters it was used, and this is the awesome thing. It tells you when it began, when it ended, and what's more awesome, it tells you your log file and your out file. So you have no more to look after, as you no more to keep SQLs. It's easy to train the junior FTPs that are joining in your organization, and if you want to pull a request and out files, you can pull it out immediately. All right. And like I told you, the last one is to move request files. So what you can do is, if you want to move concurrent request to out files, you choose this option. It will update the database, but unfortunately, you'll have to update the tables. You'll have to copy the files, sorry, manually, right? And yeah, so that's about it there. with this utility, the brilliant utility, I strongly recommend you apply the patch and you start using the utility. You never know when you need it. Okay. Uh, and I thank you very much for listening to this session. I have a quote which I always use is to take on challenges, issues, and turn them into opportunities. Please visit my YouTube page for more videos and how to do it. And if you have any suggestions, please do contact me and send me your suggestions. Thank you. Bye bye.